Hey fam, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. Hope you enjoyed the festive season. I know it has been a long time coming since I resumed YouTube, but I needed the break. I had a blast. I traveled back to Kenya in December and stayed for a month, which was much needed, especially since now I've been back and the weather has been weathering here in the UK. So I'm excited to be back. You will see me here a lot more frequently. So welcome back. Today's video, it's only right that we kick off the year thinking about what is actually ahead, and I wanted to brainstorm with you on what you think, how effective you think New Year resolutions are. I'll be very honest with how these have been for me in the past few years, and also what I've planned to do this year, at least at high level, what planning I ended up doing when I was setting my goals and tips, and just, I wouldn't say I'm an expert. I'd just walk you through what I did for myself, and you can pick bits that you think are useful for you. I'd also be keen to know what you do in the comments. Let me know what you've committed to. What's one thing, at least when 2024 comes to an end, if you're able to achieve that, then you're good to go. Because at the end of the day, it's more about what you finished rather than what you started. So yeah, let's get into it. So my channel, by the way, is one of the key areas that I have set goals for, and I will fill you in on what goals I've set. So just thinking about New Year resolutions in general, I have set goals many times. And other years I even forget to set goals. So it's been up and down for me. It's not something that I sit back and I'm like, I give myself pressure that I need to set goals. But yes, I did set goals last year and I did not look at them for the whole year. I set them at the beginning of the year, and I tend to do that when I get a diary, because it just, you just have to start writing something. So I do get diaries a lot, especially when I go to Kenya, you know, Kenyan companies and giving you some freebies. So I get diaries, and that's what normally prompts me to write resolutions. So I did write resolutions last year, but I never looked at them. And that's not what I intend to do this year. So do I think they're effective? Only if you make them to be. It's really up to you. If you don't like goals, then don't write them. Like, there's no point to write them and then close the book and never look at them again, or even have them on your phone. There's no point to go through all that and then not look at it. Goals are only really useful when they are something that motivates you, inspires you, keeps you in check. So this year I decided to be a little bit more intentional with my goals, and I commit, and I'm putting this on video so that I can keep myself in check also. I commit to review them monthly, because I do want to do a lot more introspection, a lot more reflection this year, because 2024 is going to be my year, and I need you to speak that into existence for yourself also, because otherwise years will come and go. Like, can you imagine we're in 2024? There's a time, 2004, you wouldn't even think of being in the 10s, you know, and now in the 20s, and just like that we'll be in the 30s, 40s. Next thing, we're looking at retirement. So life is like that. It's honestly what you make it. It can just pass you by, or you can make the most of it. So 2024, I am claiming it, and I did sit down and decide to set goals in different categories in my life. I will not lie to you, I googled on how to set good goals, and I did not google for the sake of this video. I actually did not even do this video until today. So I googled because I just wanted to do it correctly this time around. So I did get suggestions on categories, and I wanted to walk you through the categories that I've decided to set goals in, and also what I decided to do in terms of how many goals per area. So I work better in threes. I believe in odd numbers and keeping it short. So especially when I do presentations in consulting, you can easily go into, you can start, you know, fluffing around. Like, you can start talking a bit too much. So I like keeping things to what are the key takeaways, and keeping it in threes or fives. And I feel like that's more powerful than just having many goals that you can't even yourself keep up with. So I divided my resolutions into 6 categories actually. I'll walk you through each of them, but I had 3 key goals in each area. Now, I'm not limiting myself. I can end up doing more, but this is the bare minimum that I want to do. So my first category is self-care, because if you don't take care of yourself, then nothing else in your life will go really well. So I have 3 very simple goals. I know I wasn't going to speak about them in detail, but actually, why not? I'll mention a few. I won't mention all of them because I believe in speaking things into, not jinxing things. So I'll mention the most basic to just explain a category, but yeah, you'll get the gist. So under self-care, I put things as simple as drinking more water. There's some people, this is obvious. Me, I can go days without drinking like taking a glass of water. I'm glad my body gets fluids through other ways, maybe through my drinks, through juices, food, whatever. But I want to be more intentional about drinking more water. I know the benefits of water. So it's things like that. Like, you'd think New Year resolutions need to be something out of this world. They can be something that you genuinely want to get better at. So that's an example of something I have under self-care, but I do have 2 more, but I kept them very basic and to things that I know if I just tick that, I'm happy. I'll be a better person in 2024. My second category was mental wellness. So you can arguably combine that with self-care, but again, under mental wellness, it's because I wanted to focus and have some focused goals specifically addressing my mental wellness. So an example of what I put there is 1 hike per month. So I love hiking. What is it that gets you I just feel like nature just makes me connect with my inner self a lot more, makes me feel calm. It's something I enjoy doing. So that's something you can think of doing. So under mental wellness, yes, do therapy, do counseling, go the whole way, but it can be as simple as reading a book. It can be as simple as journaling. It can be as simple as I'm going to exercise more. So it's just things that actually help you come down, help you reflect, help you come back to yourself and have that safe haven. There's actually a post I put on LinkedIn that I reposted, that someone did to me, posted about having a safe haven where you go and you're able to gather yourself, you're able to essentially cater to yourself. You want to do what makes you happy, and I'm sure you know what those things are. And most of the time it involves you and your own self without other people around you, where you get to really think about things and just calm yourself down, soothe yourself, and then get back into the swing of things. So it's things like that. My third category was professional growth. Now, I didn't want my goals to be another version of my performance appraisal. So I kept it to things that just high level I genuinely want to achieve. But of course, professional, especially at your workplace, you probably keep up to date with that to the line manager in your one-to-ones or whatever performance appraisal. But it could be just things outside of your work that you want to make sure you achieve. So under professional growth, I did put some goals for my YouTube platform, and one of my goals under that, so I have like the key goal and then how I'm going to achieve it. So one of them is getting to 10,000 subscribers. So pausing right now, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. It really helps with assuring someone that your platform is growing, assuring other people who may be interested, like sponsors, and just knowing what my community is like. Getting to see the numbers grow is a very motivating and inspiring thing to do, and it'll just make you be notified when new videos come up. You don't want to just be happening to land on it on your timeline. I'd like you to get notified frequently. So please subscribe and enable me to grow to 10k subscribers. That would be a lovely goal for 2024, and I would love to achieve it, and I know it's achievable. Another category is financial stability or financial growth. So far it's been self-care, mental wellness, professional growth, and financial stability. So one of my goals under financial stability is increasing my financial education. So I'd like to be reading financial books or even attending webinars and things like that. So that's an example of a financial goal that you can have. You can also have personal goals. It could be a savings goal. It could be you're working towards something specific. So it's really down to your circumstances and what it is you really want to intentionally do in the year. Another category I have is religious growth. So as you can see, I'm tapping into different parts of my life that I want to be holistic and not just focus on the things that the typical, like I don't think you can ever miss professional growth, financial growth. Those tend to be no-brainers when it comes to New Year resolutions, but religious growth is an important area that I would love to do more in. I feel like I've been slacking a little bit. So that's an area that I do want to pay attention to this year. And then lastly, relationship goals. So this could be, do you want to connect more with your family? Do you want to connect more with your partner? Do you want to connect more with your friends? So that's what's a category that was also a really good suggestion that I found online, and I made sure to put some goals in. So yeah, that's it. I am looking forward to 2024. I am excited. I have written them down, and especially, I don't know if this is the same for you. For me, whenever I write something down, it sticks in my head. I barely ever look back at it, but this will be different. I will look back at it, but even when I'm studying for a qualification, I write down and it just registers somewhere. There's some extra oomph that you get when you write things down. You're more likely to do them. So I would encourage you to set some goals. You don't need to set in all those areas. Set on what you feel you genuinely want to make improvement in and some sort of achievement in. And remember this quote. You need to follow me on LinkedIn, by the way, if you don't already. I'll put a link. You need to start finishing and stop starting. So whatever you decide you're going to start, finish. Make sure to finish it in 2024 or make demonstrable progress. You don't leave things halfway. So many people start things and there's nothing out of this world about that. You started, so what? It's more about what you actually achieve. So that's my motto for this year. I am going to stop starting and start finishing. So yeah, see you on the next one. Bye.